Welcome to Bari-Chatz with Nina
and Pam
of Bari-Bestiez.
No sugarcoating here. We are talking bariatric life in all its realness.
The wins,
Setbacks,
food noise,
grief,
regain,
self-care,
nutrition,
movement,
motivation,
and mindset.
So if you are ready for honest, empowering conversations, you are in the right place.
We are serving straight up truth about our experience as bariatric patients.
So grab your water, your courage, and remember, we are stronger together.
It's been a couple weeks, hasn't it?
It's been a while.
We have both just been so busy. I am very cold. I have been freezing, so I'm between zipping my jacket up and not. And Pam's like, do you need boots? I'm like, yes, I feel like it
That's
today.
one thing missing.
I know. So let's just jump right in. So Pam, what's been going on? You said you were kind of dealing with something.
Yeah. I'm 3.5 years out now. And I was, I've been doing really good. I'm back on track, eating good, taking all my supplements. I've added in 2 or 3 new supplements. And I was driving to work the other day and I had all my, my whole snack travel pack that I bring with me. And I was prepared for my day, all good choices. And I was just, I was thinking on my way, there's, it's quiet in the car and my brain go, and I had this thought, like, sometimes I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of fighting for my health. And I know it was a moment. I love the fact that I had that surgery and I love that I've lost, almost 200 pounds. But I had that little moment like, what if?
So let's talk about that. Explain to me when you said you don't want to fight for your health anymore. What does that mean to you?
I'm tired of just monitoring everything I put in my mouth. Protein first, get all your water. It's like a constant numbers game.
And how far out are you?
3.5 years.
And this is what they call that hard year. They said your 3rd to 4th year is your hardest year of your journey because you've usually lost the majority of the weight you want to lose.
Yeah.
Majority, maybe not all of it. And you're starting to reintroduce foods again. And it's finding that balance. So what were the thoughts that were going through your head? I know it was just for a moment, but I have a feeling that, because I've had that.
It lasted about 10, 15 minutes.
Yep.
Just long enough to
annoy, get to you. I know I've had that kind of conversation with myself a couple of times. And I'm sure many of you as well have probably asked yourself, why do I have to keep doing this? I had the surgery. I lost the weight. Why do I continue?
I know what I'm doing.
Exactly. I know what to do. My doctors told me I'm helping others. I'm doing all the right things. But why do I constantly have to be on point? You may or may not like this answer, and I'm just being straight up. I allow myself to have certain things because I get it and I get it over with and it's done.
And I do that.
And you do it too. So, and do I do it often? Not as often as I thought I would end up doing it, but I think that gives me that little bit of, I hate to say the word freedom because we're not bound by anything except for the fact that we want to get to our goal weights. We want to maintain, we want to keep it off. We don't want to gain it back. Having that battle on a daily, because when you wake up, you're making a decision for protein and the healthy foods. And, so talk about it. What kind of things were going through your mind in that 15 minutes?
It was just, I was thinking, you're 56 years old. That I have not felt 56. Like I have not felt anywhere near my 50s since I had surgery.
Yeah. And then
I felt like I was 25. And I think that's what it is now. I'm used to the fact that I can walk, I can run, I can climb steps, I can get down on the floor, I can clean my own house, I can wash my own car, I can do things now. I can do anything I want. And, and I've lost the weight and I feel good in my clothes and I look good in my clothes. At least I think I do. And for the most part, I'm happy with who I am. But then I thought, okay, the first moment I stop, I'm not going to look at my clothes. I'm not going to look like who I see in the mirror. I'm not going to be able to walk and run and climb stairs. And I think that's that anxiety, that fear, and also the body dysmorphia coming back. It's not that, if you don't eat healthy this week, you're going to gain 5 pounds. No, in my head, if I don't do what I'm supposed to step by step every day of my life, I'm going to gain 300 pounds overnight.
Yes.
And I didn't become 364 pounds overnight the first time, but for some reason that struggle's there. And I don't even know. I was having a stressful week.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I'll be honest. I had a Nutty Buddy, the bar.
Those are
They're bad. They're good. But I was stress eating. I've also been working crazy hours and crazy things been going on at work. But I think in regards to what you're saying, I can hear Ashlyn in the back of my head right now going, because that almost says we haven't dealt with the food noise. We haven't dealt with the anxiety around food. We haven't dealt with our fear of regain. And all of those things play a part in our bariatric journey. It's the mindset piece. And you're not alone. I can tell you that right now. You are definitely not alone because I feel it too. But that moment that you had was almost like a wake-up call that, and I don't want to say you're not ready, but it's saying, I'm not ready to just live without constantly watching my food.
And you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Because the minute I stop weighing and measuring and everything, because right now my pouch is still like 5 to 7 ounces, depending on what I'm eating, and which is good. And I get my water in. I've even started drinking decaf.
Wow.
But I did make one change, actually 3 changes.
Okay. Let's talk about
And I started Monday, and I've not had any of those problems. These thoughts were in my head Thursday or Friday of last week. So,
and you were under a lot of stress because the school events are starting and
I
all
had
of that.
professional development day. I had first day of school coming up. Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So I started what is the Medicaid? What is that?
It is actually
The metabolic.
The ProCare's metabolic G3A. You and I
Started
both.
that, and my energy level picked up, and my food noise quietened.
It does help.
And I started taking the MACD.
And you are not a GLP user.
I am not.
And it does just what it does for me. And I am a GLP-1 user.
Isn't that crazy?
And it actually does the job. I was so glad that we talked to Brenda about that from ProCare.
I had it for 30 days before I opened it. And that's what happened. I got so frustrated over the weekend. I was like, okay, I'm starting these Monday. That and the MACD. And I also added in the ProCare biotin.
Oh, yeah. I just switched mine over to ProCare.
I switched from I was doing the Bari-Bestiez.
Oh, okay.
To the biotin. Yeah. And I like it. I like it so much.
I do too. It doesn't, I don't get the burps or anything like I was getting before.
So, and I started using, you're going to love this. You're probably going to stand up and go, oh, I started using the medicine box that you bought me for Christmas.
And it's August. But woo, we got it. She got her doing it. I'm telling you, I live by that because it lets me know, we're in such a rat race some days. We're going so fast, so hard. And I look down and I go, I forgot to take my meds. I would not know that if it wasn't in that box. And when I mess up, it allows me to go, okay, I've really got to make sure and I haven't missed except for maybe once or twice in 6 months. And that's just because I fell asleep before taking it.
And I'm like, do you think I
think a lot of that may have gotten you back on track.
Yeah. These things.
How many do you take?
I just do the one.
Okay. I just increased mine to 2. It does say just take
it says to gradually.
That you can go up to 2. But I just started doing 2 and I have noticed my energy is really heavy in the morning. And probably about 4 or 5 o'clock, it just slowly starts to taper off. I definitely would take it early in the morning and not at night.
No, do you take 2 together or do you take it with breakfast?
I take it with breakfast because it does have, let's see, where is it? It has berberine, magnesium, chromium picolinate, which we know, cinnamon bark, which is an energy, turmeric. That's awesome that it has turmeric in it. And I cannot pronounce this, but it's akkermansia. I'll have to figure out what that is. That actually might be the insulin support. But ashwagandha, which I know is mood, it's kind of that relaxation thing, which is interesting.
Which I need.
And then it has green tea leaf. So that's where the little bit of caffeine is in it. And it's only 25 milligrams of caffeine. So, it's got a couple other things. But I have actually really enjoyed I've been taking it now for 2 months, I think it's been. Maybe 9 weeks. And it definitely helps me. So,
are you still taking the GLP-1?
I am, but they've not increased my dose because I feel better with this in combination with it.
Yeah.
So I'm still on I think it's a 0.5, and I'm taking Wegovy.
And you're still at your maintenance.
I'm still at my maintenance weight, and I'm still at a size. I wanted to get to a size 12. I'm between a 10 and a 12 right now. Depends on the outfit, depends on the clothing. So this plus your multivitamins plus the magnesium and D3, which magnesium helps you sleep. D3 is great for many different things. My husband uses it when his sinuses get bad. He doubles the D.
Okay. And then also the calcium citrate.
So you're giving your body what it needs, and you're feeling better, and you're not
Yes.
feeling so overwhelmed with the process,
Mhm.
with the journey. So it's amazing how supplements actually help that. I don't know how many times we've said this, but your supplements and your vitamins are your long term, your forever.
They're just as important as the protein and the water.
They are. And, you know, we have partnered with ProCare because we actually believe in their products that they have. I know a lot of people have different ones, and that's fine, but we like them because they're affordable. They're easy to I mean, you're talking single capsules.
Mhm.
You can get subscription plans. And if you use the Bari-Bestiez code, Baribiestiez, I said that really fast, at checkout, you get 15% off both your subscription and your order. So, I mean, you
Good
can't,
discount.
yeah, you can't beat it. But I think it's important that you're now fueling your body not only with the protein and the vegetables and everything that you need and your water, you are now adding in all the things that, while you might have been getting it in sometimes, having that pill box
Yeah.
kind of
And
forces you.
before I did my calcium citrate and my multivitamin. And I think it's the 45 milligrams of iron.
Yeah.
And that was it. And the first 2 years, I took all of those other supplements with the exception of this one. This is the newest.
Mm-hmm.
And I constantly find myself saying, the first 2 years were so easy. And the first 2 years I did this and I did this and I accomplished this. Well, yeah, you were also doing everything right. And you were taking all these supplements, which your body needed. And I think that's what happened, when stress hits, especially with the last year with losing my mom, I shut down on myself and I stopped taking everything and including my multivitamin there for several months.
Oh, wow.
It was
okay.
I was up and down with it. I might remember it. I might take it at night. I might take it in the morning. I was horrible with it.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Well, I know that when I'm working crazy, I forget my night pills more than I do my day
Yeah.
pills. And that's got the multivitamin in it.
because you have that routine and you can't keep that routine with the way we've worked.
Right. And I think routine is so important, even though you want to be able to break free, as you said before, you want to break free from it. It's important because it helps you. Do I have to eat the same thing? No, but eating at the same time helps. Taking your multivitamins, taking your supplements.
It's a lifetime commitment.
It is when
And
you
we tell people that all the time.
Well, and the doctors tell us that
Yeah.
at the moment we come in. They say right up front, this is a lifetime commitment. If you're not, that's why you go and see the psychologist or whatever they call them, the mental help. All they're trying to do when you meet them that first time is just to find out, are they committed? At that moment, we are committed.
I mean,
And then we lose the weight.
going on, I'm 3.5 years out before I've had this feeling. Nobody prepares you for what this year's like. There are many people out there that have tried.
Yes.
And we follow a lot of different groups that talk about that year 3.
Yeah. They say the
But
year
until
3
it
is your
happens to
challenge.
you and you really, and it's been happening. I just didn't, I was in denial.
You're probably just not recognizing that
Yes.
that's what
I was
it was.
so busy telling everybody else how to be a bariatric patient.
Yeah.
I wasn't telling myself.
We weren't practicing what we preach
Yeah.
sometimes.
I was a hypocritical bariatric patient.
Here's the thing. Nobody's perfect. We all have ups and downs. And the fact that you were able to sit down, figure out what it was you were missing, and course correct, that's going to save you a lot of issues later. The reason they call the third year the worst year of a bariatric is because you either stay the course and you get through that and then you continue for your long term, or you backslide on year 3 and then you end up gaining weight back.
Marriage, you got that 7-year.
Yes.
We have the 3-year.
It's the 3-year itch.
Yeah.
All right, I've gone 3 years without a burger or a cheeseburger or cheesecake.
Yeah.
Now we have a bite here and a bite there. But, we talk about it probably every time we speak, but the fact that you're getting your supplements, you're getting your vitamins, whatever medication your doctors have prescribed, which if I remember correctly, you're off everything except for one. Right.
Yes.
So, and that's amazing
Yep.
too. And you have to realize you lost your mom, your job has been,
workplace.
yeah, you changed jobs completely. I mean,
Yeah.
even though you're still a director, it's a different
Yeah.
setup.
I'm in a better place.
Yeah.
Much happier. But it's been so easy at this new job that when something stressful happens, I don't know how to deal with it now.
I know, it's just you've relaxed.
It's so easy. And I mean, don't get me wrong. It's never easy being a child care
No.
director, but
Watched from afar, and I can attest, no, it's not.
you know, when you walk in my office now, you get a different feel than what you
Yes.
got at the other school.
Yes.
And I just have people there that love me and support me.
It was
just,
batshit crazy at the
It
other school. I'm sorry, it was a constant.
and it was the
And here
was
it seems like
combination of the clientele and the staffing and the corporate. And
And
I'm not corporate America anymore, thank goodness.
apparently I just rolled up into corporate
Yeah.
America. So, but you know, finding your balance, that's always going to be the key, no matter if it's your full journey, if it's your medications, if it's your supplements, if it's just balance in general.
It's this too.
And we've missed it. So guys, we haven't been able to see each other for what, almost 3 weeks now?
Almost 3 weeks.
And we've seen each other every week, once to twice a week since we became friends.
Yeah.
I mean, it just happened that quick.
We used to spend it was always 11 a.m. morning and
Well, we
5,
started at
6
9 when we
p.m.
were doing hikes.
Yeah, true.
When we were doing hikes, it was 9.
We spent a good 10 to 12 hours together on Saturdays. And
What are we doing Saturday?
I know. What are we doing?
I know, we need to do
We
something.
But it didn't matter. We always fit some Bari-Bestiez stuff in,
Mhm.
lots of it. Everything was about Bari-Bestiez, but also we got our nails done every other week together. And, you know, we went Goodwill hunting, you know, shopping.
Mhm.
And we always had some type of dinner together, and we were walking and just enjoying nature. And we
haven't done that.
haven't
We've been
done
so
that in-
busy.
Yeah.
And I know my job's changed, even though I'm at the same company. I've changed positions and my stress level. I had one day 2 weeks ago where I worked 36 hours straight.
Mm.
My husband actually brought me breakfast and dinner
Mhm.
to my.
You were sending me good night messages like anywhere between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. Like, just finished. I'm in a hot bath and I'm drinking a cup of tea.
Trying to
Yeah.
relax, you know, but finding balance. I think that's what this is really about, is finding your balance, because year 3 is the hardest year, they say. It's like where the honeymoon is over.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're back in real life. You're eating real foods, finding the balance. You've gotten busy, back into old habits sometimes,
Mhm.
not working out as much. You know, all those things come into play.
My sleep pattern, I'm doing
Glad.
better this week.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm sleeping.
Habits.
It's like, those of you who have been following, you know, I'm a night owl, and it's anywhere between midnight and 2 a.m. that I go to bed, and I get up at 5 o'clock no matter what. That's not good sleep. And I've been getting in bed around 10:30, which is big for me.
Mhm.
I can go to bed at 10:30 and get up at 5 a.m. no problem.
Mhm.
But I can also go to bed at 2 a.m. and get up at 5 a.m. Like, you can be in the next room and take a deep breath, and I wake up. Hold on. Where's your office? I travel to 22 miles to work. And I'm 15 minutes early. I love it. I still cannot understand how nurses that are bariatric patients manage their
I don't know how they do
their
it.
nutrition, because I mean, I have a desk job. I'm constantly walking around with something in my hand, you know, munching on it, and I can stop and take a break if I feel like it.
Mhm.
I can sit at my desk and pull my lunchbox out and do what I
Yeah.
want. When in the medical field, you guys impress us. Sometimes that's hard too, because that's when you get the munchies and the food noise starts. And we are patients. We're just patients. Neither one of us have any kind of degree in the medical field, or, you know, we've learned just by succeeding and failing. And
Yeah.
we're just here to be honest with you. I struggle every day. She struggles every day.
Mhm.
Some days are good, some days are bad.
Mhm.
And we never want you to think it's just that it's that easy. We make it look easy and all, you know.
Mm-mm.
No, we look in the mirror some mornings and we don't like what we see. You know, sometimes I don't like my reflection. Choose your battles, though. That's what we fail at sometimes. And that's what I did that morning that I was driving, is instead of just dealing with that one piece of the puzzle, I started just picking my life apart, and got to the point where I was like, "Oh, I don't even want to do this anymore. You know, why do I want to do this? You know, why am I having to do this?" And it was just like crash and burn. I worked myself into a frenzy. I think differently. So I feel more guilt if I think about eating something I shouldn't. And movement is something that I have been putting back in. Good.
That's a wrap on Bari-Chatz. Besties, it's time to close the mic for now.
Thank you for joining us on this journey of honesty, laughter, and all things bariatric.
Through the highs, the lows, the food noise, and the NSVs.
We hope you found connection, inspiration, and maybe even an aha moment along the way.
So follow and subscribe Bari-Bestiez on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Want a behind the scenes up close action? Join us on YouTube and don't miss a moment.